this is like round 3 of me wanting to talk about the iPhone Air. Yeah. So
Run it back, baby.
I saw your
running it
tweets.
you did.
You're talking about how you tried to go back to the Pro.
I tried. Oh my God. Okay, so I want to know what you're like. Are you back on a Pro or
Not
are you
yet.
still on the Air? You're still on the Air.
Still on the Air.
Dude.
Constantly frustrated by the camera.
I mean, yeah. And we'll talk about that even more later. But you're probably, a little more evened out because you're using a second Android phone all the time that's much thicker. So you're kind of used to it.
Yeah.
But I don't know what I was smoking when I was like okay with phones being as thick as they were,
Not that bad. Not that bad.
I used to have the opposite take.
Okay.
This phone radicalized me, dude.
So now you're fully thin phone pilled forever.
Yeah, kinda. I
And
kind
you
of am.
refuse. You can only use this or the S25 Edge. Everything else will be devastating.
Well, I think there'll be more options later. Yeah, and when the iPhone Fold comes out, I think that will, because it's still thin when you open it, I think it'll be an okay compromise. It'll be shorter. We'll see. But I don't know. I tried to go back to the Pro because I'm going to Europe today for 2 weeks, and it's so heavy and thick. I literally felt like I was using a Motorola track phone. That's what it felt like.
I get it. Like especially when you use them back to back.
Yeah.
You go from this super thin, especially the lightweight too. That's the thing people don't realize. When
Yeah.
they see it on video, it looks, it's just a little bit thicker or whatever. But holding it, it's so much lighter. And the two things that are frustrating about the Air are the camera and the battery.
Yeah.
As far as, everything else is perfectly fine as far as I can tell.
Yeah.
So I have had a couple moments where I wish I had an ultra wide and I literally had to back up.
Totally.
Like I shot the desk photo the other day and I was just backing up away from my desk and that was annoying. But I can kind of make that work.
Yeah.
But the battery.
Yeah.
How are you dealing with the iPhone?
It's not
Air
as
battery?
bad as...
I know how he's doing. He grabbed a Ridge power bank for his trip today.
I did. Yeah. I mean, it's not awful. I will say, like, I've been home for a while, for longer than I'm usually home for. Like, I've been home for like a month. And I am one of those people that just constantly has all of their gadgets plugged in at every moment that I'm not using them.
Yep.
I have a lot of battery anxiety all of the time.
That's okay with the Air then.
Yeah, so it's okay with the Air. So I'm not completely sure how it's going to fare, on a travel.
I'm sure.
What?
I have a travel
I know exactly how this is going to go.
Oh, well, that's why I have battery banks, I guess. I don't know. I tried to switch back to the Pro, and I'm just like, I can't do this. This is so annoying.
Wow.
It totally radicalized.
Even as your only phone.
Yeah. However, just like you, the main things that I miss are the camera, which, by the way, I was wrong. I thought I never used the wide angle camera.
The ultra wide.
The ultra wide. I apparently do, not for photography, but for like functionality. Yeah, I remodeled my kitchen this weekend.
Wow.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy. I had to put a lot of work in, and I was trying to take a photo to like show my friends that I remodeled it.
Can't back up
I
far
literally can't. I hit the wall. You can't show the whole kitchen in one picture, which is annoying. So I had to take a video, and then it was still, it was bad. It was annoying. And then my 3D printed camera that I use all the time uses the ultra wide camera to like crop in,
Right.
and I can't do that either. So if they release an Air with the ultra wide camera, I'll be happy. The other thing, I found a solution to the no telephoto thing. Okay. So there's this company that sent me this camera attachment thing like a few months ago called Kyra Camera. That it's like you MagSafe your phone to it, and it's just a sensor with a I wish I had it with me. It's in my backpack. It's just a sensor with a micro four thirds lens on it, and your phone slaps onto it, and then your phone becomes the interface for it, and it directly it uses Wi-Fi direct. The images go straight to your phone. You can shoot RAW, you can shoot video.
Is it a micro four thirds sensor?
It's a micro four thirds sensor.
That's nice.
And you can put micro four thirds lenses on it, and because it's micro four thirds sensor, the crop factor is pretty high. So even if you're using I'm using a 25 millimeter Leica lens, and it's like a 50 or something. Yeah, like a 50.
That sounds sick.
It's dope.
What's it called?
It's called Kyra Camera. It's really cool.
Wait, so then what are you using as a
take some-
lens if this is like a lens?
Hey. Yeah, I have a 25 mil lens. It's like a 50. So I just carry that with me. It's not very big. It's like this thick.
Okay.
And your phone just like MagSafe straight to it. And so I'll just have that in my bag with me. And in the cases where I need to do telephoto, I just slap it on. You can shoot RAW.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll work. I know. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's like if I really want to zoom and take a photo like that, then I have this kit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And that was my main concern because I used this on the last trip that I did too, and not having a telephoto to shoot raw because when I'm traveling I do a lot of like halide or moment camera too with raw photos, and with this it kind of sucks. So those are the main
This
things.
is very anti adding things to your phone for cameras.
Yeah, well,
Not entirely, but I do have. I think there's a point of diminishing return, and it's pretty quick.
yeah. Allison Johnson put a really interesting piece out on The Verge a couple weeks ago about the iPhone Air that says like it was called like I finally understand the iPhone Air, and it was about how it's a modular phone. How like you basically for the daily use you just use it and it's thin and it's great, and then you basically switch it out for whatever parts you need, whether it's the battery bank or like a
traveling,
camera
yeah, the battery
attachment.
Motorola was a decade too early.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. The Z.
Yeah, the Z was insane.
But the
Z
thing-
was, yeah,
MagSafe is such a better attachment mechanism because like things like the Moto Z that had the dedicated modules. Yeah, it's like they promised to support it for like 2 years and then they did. And then all of those attachments were useless after that.
that was brutal.
Or as long as Apple does not get rid of MagSafe, which I saw some rumors that were like they're thinking of killing it. And I was like, that's the stupidest thing ever and they will never do that.
Yeah.
As long as MagSafe exists, all these attachments still work.
Yeah. Sorry, iPhone 16e.
So my point is I am totally radicalized. I didn't think this would ever happen to me.
I mean, this is kind of what we said when it came out. Like, this is the right form factor. It's just too many compromises.
Yeah.
Yeah, this phone would be great if it had a silicon carbon battery.
Yeah.
Because it would probably be totally fine. I have a travel story for you in a second.
Okay.
And then, and add an extra camera, and it's right there.
Yeah.
It's back to being very usable and
Yeah.
justifiable.
Okay, what's your story?
I recently went to, how much can I say? I went to a foreign country in Europe somewhere for a video shoot that you guys will learn about later.
Yeah.
And I forgot to bring a power adapter. I totally forgot to
Every
bring a power
time.
adapter.
Adam and I were just talking about that.
I brought everything else I need.
Forget
I had the
every
MacBook
time.
Pro.
Yeah.
I had the backpack full of stuff. I had my chargers all ready to go, and I just forgot my adapter for their plugs.
Yeah.
So it's a 3-day trip. And I realized this as I land, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to buy an adapter. I'm going to survive with the batteries that I have.
Crazy person.
Which is a MacBook Pro, an Oppo Find X9 Ultra, a OnePlus 15, and an iPhone Air, and an iPad Pro. And I got off the plane not knowing, so I wasn't really conserving battery while I was watching stuff on the iPad. So the iPad was kind of cooked. So I got there, and it was like, I need to use my MacBook Pro as a power bank to charge my phones overnight every single day.
Beautiful.
After the first night of charging up the OnePlus to full, for some reason the MacBook Pro is basically dead.
Oh.
So now I have 2 days and 2 phones. And the iPhone Air did not last. It lasted I think I got to low power mode at 20% by the end of the first day.
Yeah.
And I was still at 60 something with the Oppo and the OnePlus. So having them side by side and actively trying to conserve battery on both, and just watching the Air just slowly go away, it was it was pretty eye opening.
Yeah.
So
What I usually do when I forget a power bank, which is or forget a travel adapter, which is a lot of the hostels and stuff that I stay in, they'll have one USB-A or USB-C port in your bed area.
I was looking for that port.
I turn my MacBook Pro into a multi-port daisy-chained battery pack. Where I plug in the MacBook and then everything else is just octopused off of it.
Yep.
Which is probably what's going to happen when I go to Europe today. So yeah. Anyway, I'm radicalized. So I really hope that they don't kill this line like they did with the Mini. The Mini I loved immediately, and the problem with the Air is that it's a good phone. You just have to spend 3 weeks with it to understand that. Which is a problem for Apple.
Well, Apple always does 2 of everything, at least typically with the phones.
Yeah.
So we're pretty sure we're going to have an Air 2.
Yeah.
Then we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.